Tonight, when you look at the clock, remember that your brain is actively lying to you. Think back to when you were 10 years old. Summer lasted forever. A single afternoon felt like an entire lifetime. Now look at your calendar. Entire months vanish in what feels like the blink of an eye. Years blur together. Why does this happen? Is time actually accelerating? Turns out the universe isn't speeding up. Your brain is slowing down. To a 10-year-old child, a single year represents a massive 10% of their entire existence on Earth. Every experience is fresh. Every memory is vivid. But when you reach 30, a year is just over 3% of your life. By the time you turn 50, that same year is a mere 2%. Your brain naturally calculates time proportionally against the backdrop of your past. But there is a much deeper biological mystery at play here. It happens deep inside your neural pathways. Every single second, your eyes, ears, and skin absorb billions of bytes of data. Your brain takes this raw sensory input and processes it into a single mental image. When you are young, your neural networks are highly efficient. They are fresh and unblemished. Your brain snaps these mental pictures at a blistering, rapid pace. You record every detail of the world around you. Do you remember how bright the playground looked? How loud the rain sounded? As you grow older, your neural pathways grow larger and more complex. The electrical signals have to travel much further across your brain. Over decades, these pathways degrade slightly from metabolic stress. The internal projector slows down. Dr. Adrian Bejan, a mechanical engineer at Duke University, studied this phenomenon in 2019. He discovered that the physical rate at which our brains process visual images slows down significantly with age. Think of your mind like a camera. A child's brain captures 60 frames per second. An adult's brain captures only 30 frames per second. Because the adult brain records fewer frames in the same chronological hour, the brain perceives that hour as passing twice as fast. You are literally seeing less of the world each day. Have you ever noticed how a routine drive to work feels instant, but a drive to a brand new city feels long? When you experience something completely new, your brain works overtime to log the data. It releases a flood of dopamine. This neurotransmitter acts like a marker, highlighting memories so they stick. Children live in a perpetual state of novelty. Every day brings a new word, a new rule, or a new environment. Their brains are constantly flooded with dopamine, stretching their perception of time. As an adult, your life is mostly built on routines. You wake up at the same time. You drive the same route. You do the same job. When your brain recognizes a pattern, it goes into power-saving mode. It stops recording the details because it already knows them. If your brain doesn't log any unique data for 5 days straight, it compresses those 5 days into a single empty file. When you look back at your week, it feels like it disappeared because your brain literally threw the empty days away. Can we actually stop this internal clock from ticking so fast? The antidote to shrinking time isn't found in a clock. It is found in discomfort. To stretch your days, you must force your brain to break its patterns. Walk down a street you have never seen. Learn a skill that makes you feel foolish. Break the routine, and you force the internal camera to ramp up its frame rate once again. Time is not your enemy. Your own efficiency is. If you do not change your scenery, your mind will keep deleting your days. Tonight, you will close your eyes, and when you wake up, another year will be gone. Unless you give your brain something new to see,